Hi everybody. Um, so today I am going to do a reading on Anna Walshe. For those who don't know, she is a 39-year-old mother from Massachusetts who is missing, and her husband Brian is charged with her murder. So this reading today is going to be about the why. I want to know why she is missing and why her husband potentially murdered her. So the usual, gonna shuffle and see what comes out. First split of the deck, triumphant success, rejoice in celebration. Had a couple. The feeling that I get is reconciliation. So I feel like separation, but I feel like the reason was infidelity. I'm also getting a vibe of alcoholism. So the feeling that I'm getting is like, I cheated, but I want to make this work, and I'm rebuffed. But not only is there an element of cheating, there's an element of like alcoholism or drug abuse. Which I feel like is on the husband's side. The feeling that I'm getting is like, I'm almost getting a lured feeling. It's like lured her under the pretenses of making it work. Rejoice in celebration. And moving on in reverse. Like, yeah, I'm unhappy about where this is going. I don't want to move on. Okay, so the feeling I'm getting is that he lured her under false pretenses with the hopes of reconciliation. But it didn't go as planned. I just heard he doesn't change. He never changes. So that makes me feel like long-standing issues. Conflict and defeat. Moving on. Yeah, basically what I just said. There's an element of unchanged behavior, and also issues with being unable to let go. So it's basically like, if I can't have you, no one can have you. crown chakra. Mental conflict. I don't know how to deal with this. I can't take this. Like, the feeling I get is like the husband, not a shadow of a doubt, that he committed this murder. When I look at him, I can feel it. And I think that she was leaving him. And he couldn't deal with it. Temptation. Solar plexus chakra. Yeah, there's problems. Drug problems, alcohol problems. I feel like it's alcohol. Okay, emotional loss in reverse. Temptation, and I can't stop. It's like this man had issues that he couldn't stop. Like, self-discipline was lacking. Which I think also lends itself to the murder. Like, he couldn't control his impulses. These two cards just flew out. Foundation and achievements and balance. I feel like that's Anna's energy. So we have like two opposing energies. She's balance, she's success. He has emotional regulation issues. He is addicted to substances. A relationship with two people that are so in opposition to each other, it can't work. And I think she was leaving, and he decided he was not gonna let her go. I just heard the word building, so I feel like she's building her life or building something. I'm almost feeling like she had the pieces in place to leave. Accelerated motion is the bottom of the deck. Top of the deck, patient. I feel like this was, based on these cards, I feel like this was impulsive. It's something that had been planned, but up into the moment, it's like you're planning it, but you don't know when it's gonna happen. And then in that moment, he was like, I'm doing it. And it just happened quick. So it makes me feel like the amount of planning does not equal up to the quickness of the crime. Yeah, but I feel like her death happened quick. But definitely premeditated. It's almost, the feeling that I'm getting is like, I'm gonna ask the question, will you get back with me? The answer is no. Boom, like that quick. No arguing, no. I I just felt like blunt force trauma. Like there was no discussion about it. It's like the minute she was like, no, boom, he acted. Again, which speaks to premeditation. It was like he knew going into the meeting what the outcome was going to be. If she had said yes, a different story. But she said no, and boom, he acted quick. Emotional withdrawal. Yeah, she was leaving him. Throat chakra. I feel like she told him, but I also feel like he told other people, or he told on himself. I feel like she told him, I'm leaving you. Recognition and reward. I feel like she recognized him. I feel like when people get called out for behavior or for their true nature, they react. And I feel like she was starting to see him like for who he truly was, and that was cause for her death. I also feel like this has to do with her body, which I believe is missing at the moment, which hurts the case. It's like she started to see him clearly. The feeling that I'm getting is that he was never like today, which is probably usually the case. I feel like at one time there was like love. But he just went bad. And she recognized it, and she tried to rebel against it. It's like they need to find her body. Foundation and achievement. I feel like she recognized him a long ago, but I feel like she was stuck at one point and couldn't leave. But I feel like she had reached a point where she was confident that she could survive without him. So that's what I feel like happened. It's like they recognized each other. She recognized that he had gone bad, and he recognized that she saw him and was in a place where it was possible that she could be gone for good. And I feel like this is what was inspired in both of them. Her to leave and him to prevent her from leaving. And it was all because she had found a place where she could say goodbye to him for good. Triumph. I feel like Anna was like a fighter, like a survivor. And that's what she was doing. She was just trying to survive. It's like I just heard I conquered. And I feel like that includes him. Like she conquered his nonsense. Like she was on top of the world at the moment of her, like moments preceding her death. She was doing well, extremely well. I feel like she had, I'm not sure what her background is, but I feel like a lot of obstacles. It's gonna be, yeah, there's gonna be justice for her. Victory and success. Heart chakra. Material harvest. And base chakra. This is the cause. You're mine. I'm not letting you go. You're staying. This is gonna sound so crazy, I guess, but I feel like even though, and this speaks, I believe, the person that she was, even though, I'll say this, even though he harmed her, she forgives him. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Like, if she could speak to him, she would say to him, I forgive you for what you have done. Like, there's just like a beautiful soul she was. This card makes me feel like this man does not believe that he is going to be found guilty. I also feel like he feels no remorse, which is so awful because she forgives him. But he is so defiant in his stance. Like, he doesn't even want forgiveness. He definitely viewed her as his property, which is giving me like psychopathic vibes. I'm just gonna do one more round and then call it quits. Movement, choices, and decisions. Yeah, she was leaving for sure, 100%. And I believe she told him she was leaving. Yeah. She told him she was leaving because she had reached a place in her life where she felt secure being on her own with the children. Suffering in silence. Yeah, he wanted her to take him back, and she said no. I just heard, I want you to hear me. But she was not hearing him at this point. She had made up her mind. That lack of recognition that he felt, that's what caused it. Wisdom. She saw him, she didn't want it anymore. I think she saw the ship was going down. You know what I mean? It's like she had all these clues that she was headed down a bad path with him. And she was. Like, but again, this was not always the case. He was not always like this. So I'm kind of wondering about like extent of his drug usage. Was it, or drinking? Was it something new? Because I don't think he was always like this, but he wouldn't stop, and like bad things had started happening. So it's like she saw the signs. I have to get out before something truly bad happens. Rest and rejuvenate. Yeah. Again, what this murder is about is that Anna had reached a place in her life where she could leave him and be successful. He saw her building this life without him. Triumph, temptation. Yeah, like, to me, this speaks to whatever was going on in his life, which I feel like was substance related, took over. I just heard the word gambling. So I'm wondering if there's a gambling addiction also in the mix. It wrecked their it wrecked their marriage. This problem. Wondering about money. Harmony. I think the truth about their marriage is gonna come out. Everything about the problems within the marriage are gonna come to light, and I feel like they are gonna convict him, even without the body. Because I feel like he did things, which I think he did things that prove his guilt, which I did see something about him buying cleaning supplies, like $400 worth of complete cleaning supplies. I keep hearing, when I look at these cards, I keep hearing everything's gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. I really think that's Anna's that's saying that. I think that even though she's crossed over, that she's confident that the children are going to be okay. Wherever they are, she's confident that they'll be okay. Yeah, again, the truth about this marriage is gonna come out. I feel like she is herself is confident that he's gonna be, like, the truth is gonna come out. Deception and envy. Yeah, again, his energy. He, honest to God, believes that he's gotten away with murder. Or gotten away with his crime. Like, he did something to her. Crown chakra? Yeah, it's like she forgives him. She honestly is the type of person that is like, can understand why people behave in the way that they do. Like, she can understand why this happened. And I honestly feel like she's saying, even though you did this, I still care for you. Which is an unbelievably empathetic, compassionate stance. It's like she's saying, even though you did this, I know that deep down in your heart you really loved me. Which is crazy, I think, but that's it. Material harvest, patience. I feel like this murder like the truth is going to come out. The feeling that I'm getting is like a place that he went is the key to this, finding her. I feel like they're gonna find her. And I feel like the evidence is there. It's just no one has picked up on it yet. It has to do with work. There's something, I feel like there's something that she used to do, like on her way to work. Like a routine, like something that she always did. Like, that's the key. And I feel like law enforcement is gonna figure it out, and they're gonna find her. Like something that she always did on her route to get to work, because I believe she flew. So I'm thinking like they're gonna find her in and around the airport. That's where she is. Somewhere close to the airport. I feel like there was like a meeting between them. They met somewhere on the way to the airport. She's somewhere near the airport, close to the airport. Rejoice in celebration. gonna be something about an affair that comes out. Someone was cheating. Like, I don't know if you can consider it cheating because the marriage is over, but I guess, yeah. It's like, I have my cake. I want my cake and I want to eat it too. Like, I think he wanted to have his marriage and have his girlfriend. There's a third party in this. So, why did this murder happen? This murder happened because Anna was leaving. She had reached a point where she was secure enough in her situation that she could leave and support herself independently. Her view was, this ship is going down and I'm not going to go down with it, because Brian was doing things that put her in harm's way. I think he was drinking or doing drugs. I think he was gambling. I think he was having an affair. I just heard the word dangerous. I feel like he maybe had gotten violent with her. Everything in her heart told her, I must leave this person before something truly bad happens. I feel like she's such a beautiful soul. I feel like she did not think that he would do this. I think he lured her for a meeting and she denied reconciliation, and he struck. I think she is something that she used to do on a regular basis on her way out of town is where they're going to find her, near the airport. I don't think she's in her car. The vision I keep getting is like the woods. Like she's in the woods near the airport. Anyhow, that's where I'm gonna end it. Oh, also, she forgives him. She believes her children will get over this because of the people that are taking care of them now. And I feel like she's okay on the other side. Brian himself feels no remorse, feels like he's gonna get away with it, but I don't think he is. Because I feel like they're gonna find her body. I feel like they're gonna find her body. And I feel like the key is looking at her transactions. Whatever the last of her transactions are, she's there. Don't feel like she's alive. I don't feel like she's alive. But I'm gonna end the reading there. Please let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys. Bye.